Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. In today's video, I'm going to be doing my January favorites. So the first favorites of 2019. So excited because I didn't do a December favorites because I did my yearly favorites. So I have a lot of new drugstore things to share with you guys in this video. I have been trying to keep up with all the new drugstore releases and do videos for you guys, kind of like brand reviews. So if you've missed any of those, I will link all of them down in the description bar for you if you want to check them out. I know I'm wearing the same color that I was wearing in my last video that I posted, but I am like really obsessed with this mustard yellow color right now, and I just got this sweater and it's like a big old moo-moo, and it is like butt cold right now in where I live, so we're gonna roll with it. Let's go ahead, and I actually want to start off with lips because I feel like lips always gets kind of gypped because they're always at the end of the video, so let's just switch it up a little bit. And I want to talk about what I'm wearing first. So these are the Covergirl Melting Pout Vinyl Vows. Talked about them in my Covergirl video. I thought they were going to be like really thick and sticky and like just not good. They're actually amazing. I did just purchase the shade Toasted, and then I fell in love with it, so I went back and got this shade in Kiss Kiss. And Kiss Kiss is what I'm wearing today. It's like a sheer berry, and I just absolutely love it because it's totally work appropriate, but it's still like not just a nude color. It's got some sort of berryness in there. So I absolutely love it. These are so comfortable. They're not like slippy and slidey and greasy, but they're also not thick and sticky. They're just a really beautiful formula, and they just feel so light on the lips. It's kind of like a gel kind of formula. It's really interesting. So I just have been absolutely loving these from Covergirl. And then another product I found that's kind of similar to that, but on the thicker side, is from Jordana, and these are their Pigment Shine Liquid Lip Colors. I haven't seen anything new from Jordana in a hot minute, so when I found these, I was really excited, and I did get two shades. I got So Berry Special and At First Blush. These are definitely a little bit thicker than the Covergirl ones, but they're not sticky, they're not goopy thick. They just have a little bit more like creaminess to them and a little bit less like gel in them. So they do feel a little bit thicker, but they are still really comfortable. They're really opaque and colorful. They're not streaky when they go on, and you don't have to like really try to, you know, fix them and make them look good. It's just they go on one swipe, really even and pigmented. And I absolutely love these, and Jordana is so affordable. So if you can find these, I would definitely recommend snagging some up. Okay, the last two lip products are from Milani, and I talked about these in the Milani video I did. This is the Matte Satin Liquid Lip Color. I am obsessed with this formula, you guys. It's like that matte formula that they have, but it's way more comfortable. So it looks matte on the lips, but it feels like a cream. It's so interesting, and I absolutely adore it. This is the shade Plush, and it's like the most beautiful, like, purpley mauve color, and I absolutely adore it. And I just really love this formula, and when I find them in store, I definitely am going to grab more shades. And then I also grabbed one of their new bold matte lipsticks in the shade I Am Fabulous. This is so similar to the Plush color. They're basically the same, but it's like my kind of color. I love a purpley mauve. It like, oh, it just makes everything in my life better when I wear a purpley mauve lip color. And the Milani matte lipstick formula is really nice. It's always been one of my favorites because it's creamy, but it looks matte and it lasts a long time, but it's not overly drying. They're just a really good matte lipstick formula. The Milani and then the Maybelline matte formula have always been like my top two favorites. And so now that they're kind of putting out these like richer, bolder shades, I think it's so fun. And I love the names of them. So this one is I Am Fabulous. And then the other ones are like I Am, you know, something else. So it's kind of like that empowerment, positivity type of thing, which I really like and I think is cool. So definitely recommend. Another like purpley mauve kind of color that I've been loving is this one from Loreal, and this is their new Rouge Matte, like signature matte liquid lip colors. These are so interesting too because they're like thin, but they go on like kind of sheer, but they're matte at the same time. They kind of remind me of the Physicians Formula Healthy Lip, but maybe not quite as creamy as that. It's like a little bit more gel. It's really weird, but it's a really interesting formula, and I absolutely love it. It's so comfortable to wear. It's not like, you don't feel like you have a really thick layer of liquid lipstick on your lips, which I am loving. I just don't want to feel like dry and crepey and like I got this thick layer of lipstick on. And so this feels really light on the lips, and it just kind of honestly feels like you're wearing nothing throughout the day, which is great. And this is the shade I Rule. Again, like the Milani, they're kind of doing that thing where they're doing like I empower, I create, I rule. Like it's really kind of cool and like that positivity and empowerment type of thing. But I think the formula is really unique and just different, and this shade is beautiful. It's like that purpley mauve color again. Okay, so that is it for lips. So now let's go to eyes, and I don't have like any eyeshadow or anything to share with you guys, but I do have a brow product, and this is from Milani, and this is their Stay Put Brow Shaping Gel in the shade Taupe. I love this. It adds just some nice color to my brows, and it really holds my brows well, and it just makes everything look more natural. It's what I have in today on top of a brow pomade. So what I like to do is I kind of just like to draw on the bottom like a nice clean line on the bottom of my brows, and then kind of like spoolie that through, and then take this brow gel, and I just feel like my brows look a little bit more natural, and I absolutely have been loving this from Milani. Oh, I lied. I have one more eye thing, and it's a mascara, and again, it's from Milani. This highly rated mascara, you guys, I am obsessed. It is so good. It's what I have on today. Can you guys see that? It's good. This like builds like crazy. It makes your lashes so voluminous and so thick looking. I am obsessed, and it holds the curl really well. It doesn't overly smudge. I'd maybe get some throughout the day, especially if I'm like touching my eyes a lot or anything like that, but it's not like crazy for a non-waterproof mascara. And it's just so good. I just love the way it makes my lashes look. It's just so full and just luscious, and it lengthens but not as much as volumizes, I will say, and it is a drier formula, and I love dry formula mascaras. I just think they work on my lashes so well. Now if you are not into that, you might not like this, but if you do, you gotta try this because it's so good. Okay, now we're officially done with eyes. Let's move on to face. So let's go with a couple concealers. I did do a concealer showdown video for you guys, so I did like all the new concealers, my favorites, what I think of each one, how they wear, how they apply, blah, blah, blah. I will link that video for you guys. But I do have 3 that like made it into this video. And the first one is the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. This is like the full coverage concealer. If you need a concealer to conceal everything on your face, hello, this is it. It is a little bit yellow. I have the shade Light Beige, so just a heads up that this one does pull a little bit more yellow. But it kind of reminds me of Shape Tape, but maybe not as drying as that. It's just so full coverage. It's insane. You need the smallest amount. You don't want to go overboard with this because you can look crepey if you do. Just use a little bit and it will conceal your deepest, darkest secrets on your face. It's amazing. I really do enjoy this, and I think it's like $5 and it's insane coverage. Okay, the next one is this L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear More Than Concealer. This is what I have on today. This is so good if you just need a good everyday concealer that's like medium to full coverage, that's hydrating, that's not like crazy, you know, dry or crepey looking or anything like that. It's just easy. This is like an easy full coverage concealer because again, it's not overly drying. This is a complete dupe for the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Concealer, at least in my mind it is. I did a dupes video and I had one on each side and they looked the exact same. And I do have the shade Light Beige in this, and it maybe pulls a slightly like orangey pink kind of color, not so much yellow like the e.l.f. does, so just a heads up. But it just covers so well, and it's so hydrating. This is not overly drying at all. So like the e.l.f. one is definitely on the drier side. This is like creamy and almost like a satin finish on the skin. It's so beautiful. Definitely love this, recommend it, go buy it. Okay, last but not least, the Milani Conceal and Perfect Longwear Concealer. This reminds me a lot of that Maybelline Better Skin Concealer, but with like a little bit more coverage. It's kind of like that gel concealer type of formula, you know? It's like, it doesn't feel super thick and creamy. It feels like lighter and like a gel almost. And it goes on so well. It blends out so well. I would say this is like a medium to full coverage. You can definitely kind of build it up if you need to. This is the shade Nude Ivory, so for me, it's really brightening and it looks really good and seamless on the skin. But I just love it. It's definitely like a lighter, just more comfortable type of formula. So definitely recommend. Okay, let's talk bronzers real quick. So I've tried a ton of different bronzers lately, and I did do a top 10 under 10 bronzer video this month, so I will link that for you guys if you're interested in checking that out. But the two new ones that I really want to shout out are from Milani and Maybelline. So this Maybelline one has kind of been getting like hit and miss reviews, I think. It's the City Bronzer. Now, I have the shade 100, which looking at it looks very light. And yes, it does. It definitely has like a yellow kind of gold undertone to it. And normally when I tan, I get kind of a reddish tone. So does this look the most natural on me? No. And I think if I went to shade 200, I probably wouldn't like it because it's too dark and it's too yellow and too gold for my skin tone. But because I got the lightest shade, it does look more natural on my skin because it's just so light that you can barely see it on my skin, but it does add some warmth and some sort of color back to my skin after I put foundation on, but it doesn't look overdone and overly yellow because it's the lightest shade. If that makes any sense. I hope I'm explaining myself well, because the reviews I've seen that are negative, I think they've almost gotten too deep of shades, where I am not the fairest of fair. I would say I'm like a fair to light like skin tone, and I got the lightest shade. So again, it just looks really natural and really light on the skin, so it doesn't look overly yellow, but it still adds some warmth. It's really smooth formula. It's a matte bronzer. It kind of looks a little bit skin-like on the skin. It's not super flat, matte, and chalky looking. And it's just a really smooth, blendable formula. So I really do enjoy this. I just think it's going to come down to getting the right shade for you. Okay, and then the next bronzer is from Milani, and this is their Silky Matte Bronzing Powder. So where the Maybelline pulls more gold and more yellow, this definitely pulls more like neutral and cool toned, a little bit grayish, if you will. This is what I have on today, and I don't think it looks bad bronzing with it, but if you wanted to concentrate this in contour, you totally can, and it looks great. This really smells like coconut, which I just love, and it blends really well. It's not as soft and not as powdery as the Maybelline one, but it still blends really well, and it's not like overly stiff or anything like that. Like, you can still get product on your brush. And it's just a really good formula. So if you want to do more contouring, maybe get the Milani. If you're looking to just bronze, get the Maybelline. But again, get the right shade. I think if you are light to fair, get 100. And then if you're like a true medium to deep, or I would say if you're a true medium, get 200. And then if you are a true deep skin tone, maybe get 300. But you want to just go on the lighter side of this, because I think that is where it's going to look the most natural. And maybe if you have a warm undertone in your skin, like if you do pull a little bit more yellow, go for the Maybelline, where if you pull a little bit more neutral, a little bit more cool, maybe going for the Milani is the better option. Let's move on to foundations now. So I have two to talk about. The first one is what I am wearing today, and this is the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear Foundation. I did get the shade 420. And I don't know the name of it. Yes, I do. True Beige. So there you go. This foundation is so nice. I did do a full wear test first impressions for you guys, and it is so thin. It is so lightweight on the skin. You barely feel it on your skin throughout the day, and it's not overly drying. It's not overly dewy. It's a beautiful satin finish, and it covers really well for how thin it really is. It's insane. And it just is beautiful. I absolutely love it. So if you want to like see really all the details and get down to the nitty gritty, I'll link that video for you guys, because I don't want to be like too repetitive. And then the other foundation I have been completely obsessed with is this Covergirl Outlast Active. So I do have the shade 810 Classic Ivory. A lot of you guys have said that they do have lighter shades, so they go to like 800, I think, maybe. You want to talk about a long wear foundation? OMG. This stuff does not budge throughout the day, let me tell you. It is like on there to play and to stay, you guys. It says it's humidity proof, sweat proof, transfer proof. Now, I don't know if it's completely transfer proof, because I've had a little bit of a cold, and when I blow my nose, it comes up on the tissue. But, you know, I mean, it's whatever. But this is like on there though. Like, it doesn't come off nearly as much as like the other foundations that I wear do. And as far as just like breaking down throughout the day, or like having my oil break through, it doesn't happen. It's crazy good. It is just like the most long wearing foundation I think I have found in a really, really long time. It says it's up to 24-hour wear that won't let you down. And again, I don't wear my foundation for 24 hours, but I do wear it for a good like 17 hours and it is like on there. Like it's amazing. I think where this is like its strongest is like the wear time. Like this is just a good, woo, this is like a strong, in for the long haul foundation. Where this strong suit is like how light it feels on the skin and how well it covers for how light it is. Now this does cover really well as also, but it is a little bit thicker of a consistency and you will probably feel it a little bit more on your skin than you will the L'Oreal. So I think it's just kind of like whichever one you prefer and what you really are looking for. If you're looking for long wear, look no further, my little friends. Alright, let's talk about a primer. So this I didn't like truly love the first time I used it. Like it was not love at first sight. But as I've used it, I'm like, I really do like it. And like every day I kept reaching for it and I was like, yeah, I really do enjoy this. And it is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Matte Primer Stick. Now I do feel like this does keep me more matte than other like mattifying primers that I've tried. Like I have used so much of this, I only have that much left. And it blurs too. It's like the most interesting thing. I think it's like I don't even know. So it doesn't claim to be like super blurring. It's not like a blur stick, but it does do that. And it really does help mattify the skin. So I just put this like on my forehead, on my T-zone, you know, on my nose, like basically I just hit the T-zone with this and it keeps my foundation looking good and on like this, where is it? This combo. Whoo, girl, you will be good to go. You'll be locked and loaded, ready to party all day. This combo will get you through the roughest of times. Let me just say that. Okay, now I want to throw something different in this video. So I have a skincare product to share with you guys. And you know that my skin has been a battle for me. I'm trying different things. I'm trying to get this acne under control because I am on birth control and it actually has the opposite effect with me. So my doctor has said that sometimes that can happen where it almost makes your estrogen or your progesterone, I don't know which one, I forget, but it makes it like too high to where you break out instead of actually it helping. And so unfortunately I need to be on the pill because I do have PMDD. So it's it's like PMS but like taken up a notch, and I would get like suicidal thoughts every month. I would get like really irritable. I mean, like it was bad, you guys. Like it was dark, let me just say that. And so I was like, I gotta get back on the pill. Like I was on it for a long time and then I stopped because of my acne, and then that all happened and I was like, I gotta get back on. Like this is terrible. And so I went to my doctor and he was like, yeah, the pill is really the only thing that can help it. So we're gonna try this one. He's like, it'll probably help your acne over time. It's like the one where you only get like 4 periods a year. Anywho. And so I'm like, well, I'd rather have the acne than like literally have suicidal thoughts like every month. Like it was horrible. And so I'm trying different like topical things to kind of get the acne under control. I will probably always struggle with acne. I'm just kind of like accepting it, honestly. But this product I have found is so good, and it's not even like an acne product, but it feels so good to use every single night, and I have been loving it. Like I look forward to using this product. It is so incredibly hydrating. If you have dry skin, even if you have oily skin, like using this product is just so good because it's so hydrating. It feels so like cooling and just good. It honestly is like giving your skin a drink, and it is amazing. And so it's from Skinfood, and it is their Bitter Green Toner and Mask. I am obsessed, you guys. So it has like wheat sprout, kale, celery, broccoli, cabbage. It says anti-dust and purifying. It says bittersweet mask toner, provides rich moisture to rough, dry skin, leaving skin healthy and clear. Now, it does say that you can use this as a mask to where it comes with like cotton pads, and you can put the product on the cotton pads and like lay them over your face. After 10 minutes, remove them, or you can just use it as a toner. I have just used this as a toner, and it is just so good. It's like after I wash my face, my skin is so like, you know, kind of tight, and especially now that it's winter, everything's a little bit drier. I put this on and I'm just like, oh, and it smells really good. It smells kind of like almost like a lime. It's really interesting. It almost reminds me of my dad's aftershave that he used to wear when I was little, but like more faint than that. I don't know, but I really enjoy the scent of this. And again, it just feels so good to use, and it's just like, I think it's helped my skin balance out. I don't think my skin is nearly as oily as it used to be because I've been using this. I think that this has helped add that hydration in to really help balance out my oils. And I'm telling you guys, this is just a game changer. Like, it is so good. I am just obsessed with it. And it's really light. Like, it's super hydrating, but it doesn't feel like a really thick cream, which I don't like that. I don't like to go to bed feeling like I have like a really thick moisturizer on and like I can't like lay down for a certain amount of time. Like, no, I don't like that. And this feels so light on the skin because it is a toner, but it just absorbs so quickly and it's so hydrating. It's beautiful. I'm obsessed. Okay, you guys, so that is it for this favorites video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you did and hit that subscribe button, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye!